wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is RIBHI IVORY with my name 13578740022. Majoring in Electrical Engineering A 2013 Surabaya State University. Here I will present a series of logic gates and or and not. Before we analyze the first series, I explain about the basic theory of the circuit. 1. Basic theory of logic gates and circuit. And logic gates is a logic that has a function z equal x1 and x2, where x1 and x2 are the input and z is the output. The output z will be equal to 1 if input are 1. If one or input is 0, then the output is 0 anyway. IC used in logic gates and is IC 7408. After that, and 2. Basic theory of logic gate or circuit. Our logic gate is a logic gate that has a function z equal x1 or x2, where x1 and x2 are the input and z is the output. The output z will be 0 if both input is 0. If one or both input is 1, then output were 1 anyway. IC used in logic gate is IC or 74332. After that, and 3. Basic theory of logic gates, not circuit. Not logic gate is a logic gate which has a reverse function. Input the output z will be 0 if the input x is 1 and vice versa. IC used in logic gate is IC or 7407. Next we will analyze the circuit. Here is a picture of a series of logic gates and or and not. First we will analyze the AND logic gate circuit. We can see in the picture there are two output. There are two input or switch where the two input each have a resistor of 10 kilo ohm. Input will be 0 if the switch is pressed. At the output, there an LED by 330 ohm resistor. If both switches are not in the press of word 1, then the output is 1 and the LED will light up anyway. And if one or both of the switch in the press, then the output logic valuing 0 and the LED turn off. After that, we weigh our logic or gate. We can see in the picture there are two input or switch where the two input each have a resistor 10 kilo ohm, and the output there an LED by 330 ohm resistor. If both switch in the press or is 0, then the output is 0 and the LED will die anyway. And if one or both of the switch is not pressed, then the output logic value is 1 and the LED will light up. Next we not logic gate. We can see in the picture there is one piece of input or the input switch which has a resistor of 10 kilo ohm. The input value is 1 if the switch is pressed. At the output there an LED by 330 ohm resistor. When the switch is in the press or equal to 0, then the output is 1 and the LED will light vice versa. After that, we'll practice the original series follows. First, the logic AND gate. For the logic AND gate, we can see if the switch is not in the press or equal to 1, LED will light up the pivot one way. Whereas if one output of the switch we press and is, then the LED will die and be 0. Next, we are looking OR gate and not logic gate. And this OR gate, we can see the LED. We can see the LED will light or equal to 1 if the two switch or one switch is not in the press or equal to 1 as well. Whereas if both switch in the press is 0, then the LED will die or be 0 as well. And then the last is a not logic gate. We can see the LED will die or be 0 if the switch not in the press, and is worth 1 will the LED is light or equal to 1 if the switch on the tap end is 0. A few may more or less the presentation. I apologize and hopefully useful to use all. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.